Well, I'm sure most people are thinking finally some moisture back into the atmosphere. We could definitely use it, but it wasn't just rain that took shape today. It was also that convective thunderstorm activity as monsoon moisture continues to push in the northward direction. Today was just that initial push of the monsoon moisture, so not a ton of it associated with those thunderstorms. They were fairly dry thunderstorms that were happening, and so that brought us a really elevated risk of fire weather as we're not seeing a lot of rain. Plus, we have already dry land, gusty winds potentially associated with some of those storms, and rounds of abundant lightning. So with our very receptive fuels, which means our dry vegetation and land, that's not a good combination when it comes to the possibility of fires starting and spreading very easily and erratically. The good news is we should see some more rain associated with storms tomorrow, but it will still have a little bit of a fire risk there. Putting Futurecast into motion for the rest of this evening, it looks like it's going to be pretty quiet until we reach midnight. Then things start to pick up a little bit again around 3 a.m. This model is putting a round of storms, a band of precipitation rolling through the Treasure Valley. So if you hear a couple rumbles of thunder overnight, you're not crazy. There definitely could be some storms firing off in the overnight hours. But by the time we get to commuting hours on Friday morning, most of that activity will have shifted east of Boise. So while some storms could be firing off overnight, by morning, 8 a.m. tomorrow, it looks like most of that activity is shifted into the region of Central Mountains and South Central Idaho as well. And it is expected to be more rain this time. It looks like the heavier activity will be in the first half of the day. By the time we get to the afternoon and early evening hours, things quiet down a little bit, but not completely done altogether. We are looking at these storm chances continuing to come and go over the next couple of days. They will be very scattered, so not everyone will be hit all at once. Our biggest threat tomorrow will be the flash flood potential, especially in the Central Mountains, as that's one of the areas where there could be a good amount of rain falling, and it really depends on where the stronger storms develop, because there could be pockets of heavier rain dropping in some areas compared to other areas. So places with steep terrain, burn-scarred land are going to be more susceptible to that flash flooding potential on Friday. So something to consider if you're traveling to higher elevations for the weekend ahead. Tomorrow morning, temperatures will be pretty seasonable for this time of year. Might be a little brisk considering we have more moisture in the atmosphere, but then those afternoon temperatures are going to be cooler than average for this time of year. Boise looking at staying in the 80s. So John, I know that's good news for a lot of people trying to stay out of that heat that we've been dealing with. We'll stay there.